Imagine an AI that costs one-tenth the money of the biggest names, yet performs in the same league. Sounds impossible. Think again. Today, we're diving into DeepSeek, the China-based AI startup shaking up the entire artificial intelligence world. By the end of this video, you'll know what DeepSeek is, why it matters, and what it could mean for you, whether you're tech-savvy or just curious. First off, what exactly is DeepSeek? Founded in Hangzhou in 2023, DeepSeek was created by a team led by Liang. The company builds large language models, or LLMs. You can think of them as chatbots and world-class reasoning engines. But here's the twist. They are open source, cheap to build, and aggressively efficient. For example, DeepSeek claims its flagship model was trained for under $6 million. Now, to put that in perspective, that's compared to hundreds of millions, or even billions, for models of a similar caliber from major tech giants. And here's another dramatic stat. Its models are climbing up App Store and usage charts much faster than many experts expected. So, in short, DeepSeek represents a formula of low cost, high ambition, and open access. Okay, so it's cool. But why does it matter? Why are people talking about DeepSeek like it's a major turning point in the world of AI? Well, for a few key reasons. First, it directly challenges the dominant idea that you need massive budgets and almost unlimited computing power to build a world-class AI. DeepSeek is proving that there might be another way. Second, it brings open-source AI into the forefront. This means that more people, developers, researchers, students, and hobbyists can build on, experiment with, and innovate using the same powerful foundations. It democratizes access to cutting-edge technology. And third, it raises significant geopolitical and tech industry implications. China's DeepSeek is now a serious player in the global conversation, right alongside the big names from the US and Europe. This signals a shift in the landscape of AI development. In other words, DeepSeek is much more than just a company. It's a direct challenge to the status quo. It's sending a message to the entire industry that says, you might not need to spend billions. You might not have to keep your model locked away behind closed doors. You might be able to build things differently. Now let's peek under the hood a little bit. How exactly did DeepSeek pull this off? How did they manage to create such powerful models on a relatively shoestring budget? One of their key techniques is the use of what's called a mixture of experts architecture. Think of it like having a team of specialized AIs, where each one is an expert in a specific task. When a complex problem comes in, the system intelligently routes it to the right expert, or combination of experts. This makes the model incredibly efficient instead of using a single, giant, monolithic model for everything. They also focused on long context windows, which allows their models to handle and remember vast amounts of information, making them great for complex reasoning tasks that require understanding a lot of context at once. Crucially, they kept their training costs down by using highly efficient methods and working with constrained hardware. This is a powerful proof of concept that you can still create powerful AI without having access to the biggest and most expensive computing clusters in the world. And, of course, a huge part of their strategy is releasing their models under open licenses. This encourages a whole ecosystem of developers to build on top of their work, creating a ripple effect of innovation. But of course, no system is perfect. It's important to approach this with a balanced view. Analysts have raised valid questions about data privacy, especially with models developed under different regulatory frameworks. There are also concerns about safety alignment, ensuring that these powerful open-access tools are used responsibly. And some question whether these cheaper models can truly match the quality and reliability of their billion-dollar counterparts across every single task. So now we get to the big question: what could DeepSeek mean for you, and what are the potential risks we need to be aware of? Let's start with the impacts. For smaller startups, individual developers, and academic researchers, this is a game changer. They now have access to higher-end AI capabilities that were previously out of reach, locked away by the tech giants. This could level the playing field and spark a new wave of innovation from unexpected places. This pressure might also force the entire AI industry to rethink its cost structures. As cheaper high-performance alternatives become available, we could see prices for AI services drop, making them more accessible to everyone and accelerating the pace of innovation even further. Globally, it could shift the balance of power in AI. The rise of strong contenders from countries like China diversifies the ecosystem and challenges the long-held dominance of Silicon Valley. But with great power comes great responsibility, and there are risks to consider. Open access is a double-edged sword. While it fosters innovation, it also means less controlled distribution. This raises legitimate questions about the potential for misuse, the spread of biased information, and overall safety. Data privacy is another significant concern. Models developed in China and released as open source may be subject to different regulatory regimes and oversight compared to what we're used to in other parts of the world. Users and developers need to be mindful of where their data is going. And finally, we have to separate the hype from reality. While the benchmarks are impressive, some experts wonder if truly equivalent performance is delivered in all real-world scenarios. So, a healthy dose of caution is warranted. So, whether you're a tech enthusiast, a content creator, an entrepreneur, or just someone curious about the future, DeepSeek matters. Here's why you should care, and what you can do about it. You should care because we are at a potential turning point in technology, a moment where building cutting-edge AI becomes radically more accessible. That means incredible new opportunities for innovation, for new kinds of jobs, and for solving complex problems. But it also comes with new responsibilities, demanding that we think seriously about ethics, privacy, and regulation. So, what can you do? First, stay informed. Follow the developments in the AI space, and pay close attention to how the open source movement evolves. Knowledge is your best tool. Second, if you're a developer or a creator, experiment, explore these new models, test their capabilities, and challenge their limitations. The more people who engage with this technology, the better we will understand it. Third, be critical. Just because something is cheaper or faster doesn't automatically mean it's better, safer, or more reliable. Always ask good questions and look beyond the headlines. And finally, think globally. The story of AI is no longer just a Silicon Valley story. Diverse players like DeepSeek are actively shaping our collective future, and it's crucial to understand these different perspectives. So there you have it. DeepSeek is not just another AI model, it's a signal, a wake-up call. It's a door opening to a new era. Whether that door leads to a brave new frontier of creativity and progress, or to a new set of complex challenges, is ultimately up to all of us. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into emerging tech, and let me know in the comments what excites you the most about open source AI like DeepSeek, or what worries you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and stay ahead.